Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of Inside the Big Dynasty League Season 3. I'm your host, Mike. With me, as always, is Clyde Randall Waters and the stat man, Petey Cunningham. This week, we're breaking down Week 1, baby.
Week one!
Fantasy football is really
Fantasy
here
football
now.
is back. Real football is back. All is right with the world.
And we already got 1 week under our belts.
Yes, for better or worse, depending on the team.
Worst part
And there's
is
a
that's-
lot of worse for teams. And a lot of better for other teams. And that's what we're going to talk about.
The good, the bad, and the ugly this week.
That's right. All right, let's see here. Game of the week notes. Matchup of the week.
Matchup
for last
of the week.
Mama matchup of the week.
Matchup of the week!
Matchup of the week.
Last week's matchup of the week. Statman, break it down.
Last week's matchup of the week.
What was the matchup of the week last week?
It was the Ricky Bobby team against Victoria's Secret. I think that... Did that get...
Yeah. Oh, was that it?
Wasn't that it?
Yeah, no.
That was it. That was it.
Yeah.
It was just last week that we talked about this.
Yeah, no, that's it.
I predicted Victoria's Secret to get a big win here. Victoria's Secret, that's exactly what they did. The rapist, the quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger, 18 points. Danny Woodhead just shows up, does his job. Nothing special about him. I think all of us could run faster than him. But all he does is get touchdowns in the National Football League. 22 points. Jarvis Landry, Jason Witten, over 20 as well. Ricky Bobby team had Andrew Luck, had a very tough week. Andrew Luck against that vaunted Bills defense. Still had 21 points, though, but just not enough to take down a previous champion in this league.
Yes. And I looked even notes here, looking at the recap of week 1. It says game of the week right there on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's legit.
Totally picked it.
But this was a fun game to keep our eyes on throughout the week. It was pretty close, neck and neck. Going throughout most of the week. Surprise player, I thought Victoria's Secret had Jarvis Landry there. I didn't expect Jarvis to have such a big game this first week, but he did.
Had that punt return touchdown.
Yeah.
Gave her an extra 6 points.
Oh, Danny Woodhead too. Didn't see that coming. I kind of thought he was dead.
With a name like Woodhead, you know sometimes he's going to get hard and just go off.
But, yeah.
Only had 62 yards, but had those 2 touchdown runs.
That's all you need. Touchdowns! TDs!
Well, any other interesting things happen this week, Petey? That we need to bring up? Some stats, maybe? Some information?
Some stats. Before we get into the heart of them, spoiler alert, the defending champ busted right out of the gates this week. The San Francisco 69ers, most points coming off most points coming off of his championship. Picks up right where he left off. Sarah, I came in like a Monty ball. The team owner misses the draft, and her team comes out and scores the second most points.
Well, you see, this is why you subcontract jobs sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a good all-around general contractor. I can get stuff done, but then, hey, I need tile work done. I'm going to go get someone who specializes in tile work to do that so it's done properly and done better than maybe I could do myself. That's what she did. She can't draft or pick her team, apparently, so she subcontracts it out to Bryce, is his name, I believe.
And Bryce was not the cheapest option either. There's a lesson to be learned. You get what you pay for.
That is true.
That is
what
true.
You pay for.
He was paid double of the last time she did this.
Yes.
Yeah, no, Bryce did a good job filling in there, as seen by this outstanding performance in week 1 by Came In Like a Monte Ball. Yeah. By the way, is she going to change that team name or what?
I believe I've heard rumors of a name change. Get off me. We heard rumors of name change and it actually happened. I think we could see another name change this week in the Big Dynasty League.
Let's hope so, because Monte Ball, 2 weeks now, still not picked up by anybody.
I think he's selling cars now.
Oh.
Yeah.
At used cars. He's not even selling new cars. He's selling used cars.
He's starting off training at the used car lot, but they also own a new, I think it's a Chevrolet dealership.
Oh.
That he's working to maybe go to.
Is he trying to get on one episode of Ballers or something?
I don't know. Who knows?
Anyways.
One other stat. Last year's playoff teams went 5-1 this week. So the teams that were good look like they're going to be good again. And the only loss came to another playoff team. So somebody had to lose that matchup. I mean, they could have tied. But still, somebody had to lose.
All right. Well, let's real quick and Kamish, if you could maybe throw up one of our new graphics. Let's take a look at one of the divisions and the results for the week. Was it Division A, I think? Or 1A?
Division
1A.
Division 1A. Let's see how they did.
Here are the standings.
So we got Division 1A and what they did.
Yeah, so you got the Niners taking off right where they left off at the top of the division. Then, surprisingly, Los Pandas Desnudos.
Owned by our own commissioner.
Second place in the division right now. Woo!
Actually won a game before the end of the
won
season.
Won by opener. Scored a decent amount of points. I now outscored the 4 other teams in my division.
There you go.
Hey. Followed by Hernandez Pistol Offense with a win. Then you got the Bourbon Barons, Calvin Hu, and Acid Kickers, all with the first losses of the season.
I'd like to get the one loss out of the way at the beginning of the season.
And we'll take a look at the other division.
14 straight wins coming.
Was the other division like Captain Crunch or something?
No, it's the Andy Dufresne.
The Andy Dufresne division. Get busy living, get busy dying.
I have to win this championship this year, if for no other reason than have better division names next year.
It comes from Shawshank Redemption.
There's not even a theme.
The greatest movie of all time.
Division 1A and Andy Dufresne? At least be like the Shawshank division or something.
Anyway, what's going on? Break it down real quick. Do the whip it.
I came in like a Monte Ball. I came in like a
Monte Ball.
Hopefully it's the last time we have to sing that.
Yeah, subcontracting.
She's sitting on top of the Andy Dufresne division right now.
Oh, man.
Won her first game, and like we said, top points there. Fall by Wayne
Crawled
Enterprises.
through 500 yards of shit and came out clean on the other side. I came in like a Monte Ball.
Victoria's Secret, again, third place there. Then Pissed Off, Ricky Bobby, and Wolfgang United at the bottom of the Shawshank Andy Dufresne division.
It's still early, though. Teams that didn't get a win, long way to go. We got a double-header week coming up this week, so they could go from a losing record to a winning record just like that.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget doubleheader week. You can lose twice, win one and lose one, or lose one and win one. Those are the possible outcomes.
Or win one and tie one, or lose one and tie one.
Do we have ties?
You could tie.
We have ties.
You could tie.
What happens if they tie?
I don't know. Do we have ties?
I don't know. Have we ever had an actual tie in this league?
No.
What if they 2 ties?
2 ties?
Is that a
You know what?
tie?
I think we did have a tie once in this league. I think there was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
I think there was one
I
time.
remember us being more American than allowing a tie in that stupid sport of soccer.
This ain't soccer.
We need somebody who knows all the rules of our league.
If only we had a document
I believe
with everything listed.
I believe Get Hoff Me tied with Wolfgang United in 2013, in year 1 of the Big
Didn't we
Dynasty
go
League.
to the bench scores at that point, I think?
I think it was total bench scoring.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Anyway.
Moving on.
So, there you go. let's move on. I think we're to our awards of the week.
Doing awards?
The awards of the week. Coming back this year, one of our favorite sponsors, if I have to say so, is the Hershey Milk Dud of the week. Brought to you by Hershey's Milk Duds. This goes to the player that just gets stuck in your teeth. You just sucked. Oh, man. And can you believe who it's going to? The first Milk Dud of the Week award this year goes to what is one of the best fantasy football players of all time. Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning.
And why is he getting this award, Statman?
Because he scored negative points this week. He was a detriment to the team for Calvin, who, if he would have just went even with a 0, they would have scored over 100 points. But no. Peyton Manning, negative 1.6.
He ain't eating any Milk Duds. He can't feel them to pick them up.
I guess not.
Got no feeling in the fingers.
He went negative in 3 different categories this week.
Ooh.
He had an interception, which was returned for a touchdown. He had negative 1 rushing yards. That's negative 0.1. And he had 25 sack yards lost, so negative 2.5 there. Ouch.
Man.
Ouch. Peyton Manning. And I'm telling you what, you watch that game, and you wonder Peyton Manning ain't done.
Finish. Kaput.
I think he is done. It's going to be scary to watch him the rest of the year.
Well, I mean, it is.
Let's bring in Osweiler. Let's start the chant.
I mean, it was 1 week.
That's his name, right?
It was 1 week.
Jake.
I don't.
Blake.
Brock Osweiler.
Brock. Jake, Blake, Brock.
Who would have thought having these 3 quarterbacks on your team, right? If I told you this, you have these 3 quarterbacks. Who are you starting? Peyton Manning, Joe Flacco, or Andy Dalton. Which one are you starting week 1 in the fantasy season? If those are your 3 options.
Well, since I paid attention to the preseason and I heard that Peyton Manning had horrible preseason games and was having problems with his hands, and that the Raiders suck, I would have started Andy Dalton.
Actually, Petey?
He was going against the Raiders. I would have gone Andy Dalton.
Man. Ow. Boy, I was trying to give you a bailout there. Thinking Peyton Manning was an obvious choice, but it appears you should have gone with the redhead. The soulless ginger.
Yeah, 64% efficiency for Calvin, who in their starting lineup. It's not going to win you many games in the Big Dynasty League.
All right, let's go on our next award.
Next up, we got the Ram Pickup of the Week.
Ugh.
Yeah, it goes to a pickup that was Ram tough. Is that the saying?
Yeah.
Ram tough.
Ram tough.
Ram
I
tough.
drive one, I know.
Yeah,
It's
they're tough.
Yeah.
Built like a goat with horns. Meh.
Knock your ass over.
Alright, so typically this goes to the free agent pickup, but Statman, we don't have any really free agent pickups this week, being week 1. Who are we giving it to?
So we gave this to the newcomer of the week. So a drafted player that was new to that team, in which Matt Forte for the Ricky Bobby team came in like a Monte ball. Or no. Damn it. Hernandez Pistol Offense.
Yes, there we go.
Too many long, weird team names. Hernandez Pistol Offense loses Matt Forte, goes over to the Ricky Bobby team, boom, starts off 27.6 points this week.
Yeah, we gave the Ricky Bobby team a lot of crap last week for the way they drafted, but Matt Forte looks like a good pickup.
Agreed.
But Ricky Bobby team still lost, so our criticism was justified last week.
It was.
They did drop one of their free agents.
It's true.
It's good.
So they're getting there. Our next award is the biggest whooping of the week. Used to be the James Soda whoop-ass energy drink of the week, ass whooping, but Jones Soda has decided to part ways with us.
Yeah.
And
Don't even make that drink anymore.
Apparently they've gone completely and totally out of business. Is what I took from that.
Anyways,
I don't know if it's true.
Sponsorship is pending for our biggest whooping of the week
We're
award.
working on a deal. Hopefully next week it'll be finalized.
Anyway.
Pending.
And
So-
it's not going to be like that Telemundo contract.
This is gonna be. I'm not gonna mess it up with my bad Spanish. Okay, look, when you drop the Telemundo contract, it's been a year now.
Yeah, we're still not broadcasted down there.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to get the Latino viewers. I understand that now. I thought I was saying something very nice about him, his family, and his sister. I did not know that what I said involved a monkey and some other organs. I didn't know it. Okay? I thought it was a nice compliment that would help seal the deal. You keep bringing it up.
You need to stop bringing it up because we're going to get sued. We got lucky. We dodged a bullet on their lawyer giving us a break.
Yeah.
So
I know.
It's time to move on.
All right,
it's time to move on.
Anyway, the winner of the Whoopin' Award is who's commissioner. Talk about how bad I did. Just go! Go!
Oh, it goes to none other than the defending champ, the Niners, who put a butt whooping
And a whopping.
and a whopping
Whopping.
on the Bourbon Barons. I just...
Almost an 80-point victory for,
Yeah.
for the 69ers.
Not a double up, though.
It was darn close to a
It
discount
was
double
really close. If it wasn't for Gronkowski, this would have been a double up. But Gronk with 32 points saved it.
You know what really makes me nervous is I was 83.6% efficient.
That is a little scary.
So there you go.
It's week 1, man. It's week 1. Don't overreact to week 1. Everybody does it in the NFL. It'll come back and bite you.
Yeah. But anyways, congratulations to league champ Ben and the Niners on their starting the season off with a big whooping.
Solid game.
It's like we never stopped playing. It's like he just kept going.
Yep.
Well, anyways, let's move on.
Next up, we have the Resurrected Team of the Week, brought to you by Lazarus Department Stores. This goes to the team that had the biggest comeback. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's week 1. How can someone already have a comeback? Well, we're looking at last year. We're talking about a team that was garbage last year. Horrible.
We're talking about
Awful.
a team that finished
Disgusting.
last in the league 2 years in a row.
Last in the league 2 years in a row. Poo-poo all over them. Toilet bowl winners. All sorts of awfulness. We are talking about but none other than our own Los Pandas Desnudos, owned by the Commission.
The commish.
That's me.
Big time week. 31 points for Keenan Allen. Just solid performances all around. And luckily you played against Peyton Manning.
That is true. I can't believe we're saying that. Luckily, I played against Peyton Manning.
Man. All right, well, we've already pounded Morgan pretty bad about that. Let's move on and start making fun of someone else in our poopery poo-poo player of the week. This goes to the team that stunk it up and needs some poopery to help hide that odor.
And it actually works. Highly recommended.
Yes, all right, trust
I
me.
my work to buy it, but they just aren't listening.
This one this week is going out to the team who scored the fewest points this week after I feel like we talked them up pretty good, gave them good draft ratings, and then all of a sudden they couldn't execute their team properly, and that is the FC Acid Kickers. Statman, why did they earn this prestigious honor?
They earned this with 2 0 players. Now, we've looked, and if you got 1 0 player, you're probably going to win.
It seems to be the history of the league. We might actually have to break those stats down for the all time.
I'm just saying there were 2 teams this week that started 0 players. Both of them won. Only one team started 2 0 players and they lost. So you just went 1 too far on the 0 players. Just pick one of the bench guys, bring them up there, and probably would have gotten a win. Deshaun Jackson, Sam Watkins with 0s, but FCS Kickers, 59% efficiency. I feel like that's the lowest efficiency rating we have seen in the Big Dynasty League since we've been keeping track of the stat.
Ugh.
Just not a good week. Had Romo on the bench at 28, Bishop Sankey with 22.
Yeah.
Odell Beckham, highly rated, Madden cover, he can do the catch.
I can do the catch. We covered that last year, but
9.4 points for Odell Beckham. You gotta expect
is
more
it
than
too
that.
early to start the chant? Overrated. Overrated. Or is it the curse of the Madden cover? Isn't that a thing?
That's the thing.
That's supposed to be a thing.
It's supposed to be a thing.
Interesting thing, though, is with the new My Fantasy League app, ladies and gentlemen, I was able to learn a stat.
Ooh.
I'm not a mathematician, as you all know. But, Statman, did you know, had the FC Acid Kickers played their optimal lineup, optimal means their best, I've learned that
They would
word
have
this week.
scored 159.84.
Yeah, and they would have won.
I did not know
Did I
that,
just steal your thunder?
but
Yeah.
that is good to know. That is good to know. SES kickers
stealing.
lineup management in this league.
On this other page, I've been staring at
For these years.
On the other side note, the app is good.
The potential points are also the optimal points. Like I said, I'm no mathematician.
Yeah, so SES and kickers, better luck next week.
All right, and our last and final award of the week goes to the surprise player of the week. And again, we need a sponsor for this one. Our last sponsor,
Well, I think this week has a sponsor.
Oh, does it?
It's the Proactive
Oh, I'm sorry.
Player of the Week.
I suck.
I don't know if Proactive is doing a multiple-week deal with us, but for this week, Proactive, the face cream,
I think we're on a tentative deal. We're week
Yes.
to week.
is sponsoring the surprise player of the week.
It's typically the sponsor and then the award, and here it's on the other side. And
I don't know.
the random,
We're not getting any sponsors.
the random player that broke out,
Just watch that so bad. Everyone all
proactive player of the
around
week, Tyler Eifert. He did good.
Yeah, Tyler Eifert.
2 touchdowns, 9 catches, 100 yards. Great week. I mean, hopefully he stays healthy. Keep that up.
Here's some interesting things. It's the first full game he's played since his last game of college, and it's his first 2-touchdown game since high school.
Boom. Information.
Boom.
Mind blown. Mind blown.
Tyler Eifert.
So what you're saying, he's probably not going to do this for another 3 years then?
Let's hope not. I mean, what?
He's gonna do this week.
We're
I
going
feel
to do
it.
it every week.
All right.
But the history is, yeah.
So
We'll see what happens.
So this year we're gonna try to mix it up. Instead of always doing an interview and always just ranting and rambling for no reason, we're gonna mix it up a little bit. We're gonna splice in some random segments. So this is what we like to call the random segment of the week. We think I'll call a lot of things of the week. Probably need to be more creative than that. Anyway, so one of the big changes this year in the NFL, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, is the extra point has been moved back. And because of that, I heard someone, and I need Mr. Statman, the mathematician and commissioner, the football legend here, to maybe explain this to me, help me understand it. It's the idea of a 1-point safety rule. What is this rule? How does it work? What is 1 versus 2? Statman, can you start there?
1 versus 2.
I don't know. I don't know. Commish.
Well, how about we start off with where this comes from? So, in the NFL rule book, the rule is called a try. It is the try after a touchdown. The scoring team is allowed a try during a 1-down scrimmage on the field. The ball is spotted anywhere between the inbounds lines, 2 or more yards from the goal line. Basically, what we call a 2-point conversion. And then you have your extra point kick. That's 15 yards, whatever, back now.
Yoda said do or do not. There is no try. So he's clearly not in the NFL.
No. So the successful conversion on the try counts as 1 point by kick, 2 points for a successful conversion by a touchdown, or, and this is where this comes into play, or 1 point for a safety. So the offensive team who scored a touchdown can kick a field goal for a point, can go for a 2-point conversion, or during this try can score 1 additional point by means of a safety. So, and here's how that happens. The defensive team never can score on a try. So if you're on the defense, you can't score on a try. Don't get this confused with a field goal returned back for a touchdown. But an extra point, 2-point conversion, can't be returned for a score by the defensive team. As soon as the defense gets possession, or a kick is blocked, or a touchdown is not scored, the try is over. Any distance penalty for fouls committed by the defense that prevent the try from being attempted can be enforced on the succeeding try or the kickoff. We're aware of that. Any foul committed on a successful try will result in a distance penalty being assessed on the ensuing kickoff. Only the fumbling player can recover the advance a fumble during a try. Okay, so with all that, Yes, head spinning. Where does the safety come into play? Well, the safety comes into play if field goal is blocked, the ball is intercepted, or whatever, and the defensive player is in the end zone and either takes the ball out of the end zone or out of bounds within the end zone, so like out of the back of the end zone, or they're downed voluntarily or involuntarily in the end zone. It's a safety.
This is all crazy. No idea that this existed.
And this has never happened in the NFL. But everyone is saying that because of the rule changes with the field or the extra point being pushed so far out, that a lot of teams will be going for 2. And it's going to cause this scenario to happen because there's going to be so much more activity loosely with the ball on the goal line. But I did find an example that I can show you all of this happening.
I would love to see that example.
This sounds great.
This goes back to Fiesta Bowl a year or 2 ago.
They had TV back then?
They did.
It wasn't in HD, though.
Yeah. Anyway, so let me cue this up and we can all watch this happen.
Again, another touchdown drive that took only 2:26. And that one's blocked by Boyd. Flips it around, trying to get it in someone's hands to take it the other way. And so no further damage. The blocked extra point, but still 31-10.
On the previous play, we have an unusual ruling. The ball was blocked, caught, carried back into the end zone, and declared dead by the defense. That play results in a 1-point safety.
And folks, if you have never seen this before, here's another look at the play. And I'll tell you what I was going to tell you in a second. There's the block. Now retreating back into the end zone and the lateral, and then declared dead. That's a 1-point safety. If you think you've never seen that before, it's the second time it's happened to me. And I'm glad Ron Sherry explained it because I had it happen against Texas and Texas A&M maybe 10 years ago. And I have kept the ruling in my briefcase this whole time.
After further review, the ruling on the field of a 1-point safety is confirmed. Oregon gets 1 point on the scoreboard.
Wow.
TV.
If this ever happens again to me, I'm retiring. I'm sorry.
Well,
because it's a hard one to explain.
In the books, it'll just look like.
That is crazy.
All right, so there you go, guys.
So, like you said, it's a hard one to explain, but just kind of recapping, we didn't catch on to it there. The extra point was blocked. The blocked extra point was caught, never hit the ground. The defensive player caught it, carried that ball into the end zone, lateraled it in the end zone. The guy who was trying to catch the lateral dropped it.
At that point,
The ball's dead. The ball's dead in the end zone. Plus, that runner who didn't shoot backed up was tackling the end zone. That's a safety.
So but the tackle was not needed.
No, because the ball's dead at that point. Had they just blocked it and the ball fallen to the ground outside of the end zone,
no safety.
No safety. And it's only 1 point because the safety happened on a try.
This is crazy.
Crazy. But I think we need to keep a watch out this season and see, if this is going to happen.
Should we put a wager on whether or not it'll happen?
Maybe we should.
I'm saying no.
You're saying it's never going to happen.
I'm saying it's not going to happen this year.
I'm saying it's going to happen this year. Should we put the $2 bill, the framed $2 bill that doesn't actually move anywhere, up for grabs on this?
I think we can do a $2 bill bet.
Well,
all right.
I went in on this too.
Okay, what do you think's going to happen?
I think it's going to happen. But I think it's going to happen before week 11. So sometime between now and week 11, it's going to happen.
It's bold.
Okay, I'll take that. I think it happens after week 11.
All right.
Okay, so
$4 on the line.
Statman says it ain't
right
happening
here.
at all.
Statman says it's not happening at all. I'm taking the over. You're
Ain't
taking
gonna
the
happen.
under. I feel like somehow I got screwed in this game. I only get 4 weeks. Damn it! All right. Moving on. It's a double header week, so we're going to plow through our picks. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, the fantasy pool picks. There's money on the line.
There's $50 online. We had 4 teams. 4 teams did not do picks this week. That's inexcusable. It takes 5 seconds to do your picks. On a regular week, 10 seconds on a doubleheader week.
Yeah. 4 seconds if you don't think about it. You just pick randomly.
Just pick straight left, straight right, do something, give yourself a shot at winning some money in this league.
Statman this week went 6 for 0.
6
and 0.
0. Firing on all cylinders.
All right.
Bang, bang, what's the hang?
No, sir. That's a different show. You can't just do another show's thing. What it's doing now? It's all from other shows. Okay.
All right.
Picks.
So we got a matchup of the week.
Yes, Mama matchup of the week.
Mama matchup of the week.
Who is that, Statman?
Matchup of the week. Big time matchup this week between the defending champ, San Francisco 69ers, and the runner-up Wayne Enterprises. Got the big old rematch going on week 2. And I'm going to say that the defending champ gets the win in this one. I'm going to say the defending champ, number 1 for a reason. If you can't beat him, join him, but I can't join him because that'd be against league rules for 2 teams to join up. So I'm going with 69ers to get the win.
This is a crazy matchup. I feel like this is like Super Bowl happening in September, if you ask me. But I went Wayne Enterprises.
Thank you.
Who'd I go with?
The Niners.
I went with the Niners? All right.
Yes, you did. I'm looking at your picks.
Okay. I can't pull up my... I don't know what's going on.
You're right here. You're on the right. Your picks are on the right.
See that third column?
Okay, but who's playing who?
What?
All right, whatever. Let's just go.
All right.
Go start at the top and I'll just read from 1 down to whatever. Tell you who I picked. I don't know who's playing who in this thing.
Commission's gonna have us covered on who's playing who.
The thing just says who he picked. It doesn't tell me who was playing.
Oh, what's the matchup of the week? Who versus who?
I don't know.
69ers against Wayne Enterprises is the matchup of the week.
I introduced the things. You guys actually have the information. That's how this is done.
Why is one of them highlighted green and the rest aren't?
I thought maybe you just clicked on that one.
No, it's the matchup of the week.
What if we would have all thought the Niners were going to win? I'd have no idea who the Niners were playing.
First matchup, we got the Ricky Bobby team versus Calvin Who. Commish, what's the pick?
I said Ricky Bobby.
I went Calvin Who.
I'm going Calvin Who.
La-di-da.
Next up, the Niners.
Against Victoria's Secret. Rematch of the top 2 from the division last year. Victoria's Secret stole it in week 13. Commish.
Niners.
I'm going Niners as well.
Sweep it for the Niners.
Next we have Wayne Enterprises against Hernandez's pistol offense. Big time matchup. I'm going Wayne Enterprises.
Wayne Enterprises.
I also went with Wayne Enterprises.
You can text me, Timmy. It's fine. Tell me how much you think I hate you.
Boo! Don't pick me to win. Oh.
You got to use it as fuel
My
for
team,
the fire.
My team name's a joke that's 3
To
years
win.
old now.
Boom. Roasted.
Roasted.
Wolfgang United versus FC Ass the Kickers. Statman. Or Commish.
You asked yourself.
Statman. I'm going with Ass the Kickers.
Ass the Kickers.
I don't know which one we're on. Wolfgang!
Alright, then we got I Came In Like
Rocky
a
Mountain High.
Monte Ball versus the Cincinnati Bourbon Barons.
I came in like a Monte ball. Gets the win in this one.
I Came In Like a Monte Ball is going to be coming in like a Monte Ball.
I went with myself because I always do.
Good to know. Alright, the next week. Pissed Off!
Next week, next game.
Pissed off.
Next game.
Pissed off!
Versus Los Pandas Desnudos.
Los Pandas Desnudos.
Los Pandas Desnudos coming off the week 1 win. However, don't think they got enough to get past pissed off.
I think I do. Los Pandas Desnudos.
While he doesn't believe in me, I believe in him, and I want Los Pandas Desnudo.
All right. Then we got Calvin Who
Who?
versus Victoria's Secret.
Woo!
That's right.
Woo! Sexy, sexy.
This is, yeah.
That husband and wife
It's been a
action.
while. Yes, the husband-wife
Yes.
duo here.
Morgan wouldn't beat his wife, would he?
Even
The
though
mother of his child.
I hope not. But you never know.
Commish, who do you got for this one?
I have Calvin Who.
You have Morgan beating his wife.
I think Peyton Manning's going to show up this week.
Even
Well,
with
he's
his
gonna-
hurt hands.
He's going to
that you do
show
about
up. It just ain't going to be pretty. I'm going Victoria's Secret to get the win.
it. I went VS, which I'm assuming is Victoria's Secret. But for me, it was too much work to type it.
You type it.
No, you typed it, but for when it came to my... You typed it out for everyone else! Come to my big VS!
Hernandez's pistol offense against Wolfgang United.
Rocky
for
Mountain
this-
High!
Excited for this matchup. I'm going with Hernandez's pistol offense to win this one.
I went Wolfgang United. Yes, Timmy, text me. Tell me how much I hate you.
I went with Hernandez's pistol offense.
All right. Acid Kickers versus I Came In Like a Monty Ball.
I'm going with the old team name that might be different next week to get the win.
You think she's going to subcontract
Monty
the
Ball.
naming of her team?
I think
Or do you think she can do that on her own?
I think she's going to do an online contest for write-in
Interesting.
suggestions.
All right, and go that to name Sarah
Who has
Cunningham's
T.Y. Hilton? Does she have T.Y. Hilton?
.net.
She does not have T.Y. Hilton. I think Wolfgang United... No. Pissed Off has T.Y. Hilton.
There's this rap song I heard over the weekend called Paris Hilton by like Lord B or LB something.
LMNOP?
Anyway,
Whoa,
the
whoa!
lyrics to that song could make a good name for somebody with T.Y. Hilton.
Could be.
But anyways, I
Can you tell us
went.
what that would be?
The show is G-rated, sir. PG at the
Oh.
most. I'm going FC Acid Kickers.
Woo!
I want Acid Kickers as well.
I think they're gonna have a bounce back week.
Next up, we got Pissed Off
Pissed off.
Pissed Off.
versus the Cincinnati Bourbon Barons. I, personally, went with the Bourbon Barons because I'm an idiot.
I went Pissed Off because I want to keep my undefeated streak going.
I went pissed off as well.
Last matchup, that last game this week in the doubleheader week, we got Ricky Bobby versus Los Pandas Desnudo. Commish, who'd you go with?
Los Pandas Desnudo.
Statman.
I'm going with the Ricky Bobby team. I show him no love, but I'm going to give him a little love here.
I went Los Pandas Desnudo. All right.
My picks are submitted, man. I'm sorry. I can't
Hey, look
change
good.
Picks
them.
are
Okay.
submitted.
Mine are locked in. Remember to do it, guys. It doesn't
Get
take
your
much
picks in.
work. You get $50 if you win. So get your picks in. Don't forget waiver wire closes. Was it Thursday,
Thursdays
6 o'clock?
at 6 p.m.
Is when the blind bidding ends.
And then
you
it's just
can-
free for all after that.
It's a free for all for whatever junk's left. You can take it. Don't forget there's Thursday Night Football this week on CBS, not like the special NBC broadcast.
Who's
Any
playing that
other-
Thursday matchup?
I know what channel it's on. But
I don't know who's playing either. One team is going up against another team in an epic battle on
And I
Thursday night.
suspect the
Come on,
team that scores
somebody
more points will win.
Andre Ellington, I think, is in that game. So
The Cardinals against
Cardinals.
a rival team.
If only we had the technology. It has to be turned on.
I can't
Hold
find
on.
it. I can't find it.
Let me look here.
This is quality television right here.
Cardinals at the Bears? Is that
Yeah,
how it
sure. We're going with the Cardinals at the Bears. That's Thursday night's game now. Change it if it's not, NFL.
Cardinals flying cross country on a short week. Gotta go with the Bears to win that
Oh,
one.
no. It's Chiefs at the Broncos.
No, the Broncos at the Chiefs.
Broncos at the Chiefs.
Don't go to Denver for the game,
look,
Sam. Sam, it's
number
not a
one on
home
the
game.
list.
Broncos against the Chiefs. Oh, Peyton Manning might go negative again in this one. Chiefs got a good defense.
Yeah.
All right, Rocky Mountain High. Are they at Denver or are they at the Kansas?
At Kansas City.
No.
They're at Arrowhead Stadium.
Just stay at home, man. You can't go to the game.
He could drive to the game.
I don't
Well,
know.
he doesn't leave Denver, probably. That's where all the marijuana
You
is
guys know
at.
he just got a new house?
I did not. Good
That's
job,
awesome.
man.
Congratulations. Did not know that. That's awesome.
Okay, we're wasting time. Bye, everyone.
See ya.
Good luck. And good night.
Bye-bye.
Or good morning.
Just
Or
stop.
good afternoon.
Just stop the thing. We're